Hey guys, it's Phil and today we're going to be making burger buns. Lately I've uploaded a burger recipe, so I thought why not make burger buns. It's really simple to make and they're super delicious. You can use them with anything, chocolate spread or sandwiches, or you can make them into hot dog buns. So without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First, here I have milk. I have half a cup plus 1 tablespoon of warm milk. Into it I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of yeast and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Now just stir that up a little bit and then we'll set that aside for blooming. Meanwhile, here I've taken 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Into it I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt and 30 grams of butter. After adding the butter, you need to use your hands and crush the butter into the flour and bring it to a crumb-like consistency. Just use your hands and mix it really well. And finally, you should end up with a crumb-like consistency like this. Now, into it I'm going to add in 1 egg. So if you don't want to use egg, instead of adding an egg, you can also use 2 to 3 more tablespoons of milk. Along with the egg, I'm going to add in the bloomed yeast mixture. Now go ahead, use your hands and mix it all up together and bring it to a really sticky dough consistency. You can also do this in your dough kneader, but it's really not necessary. Using your hand will be way more easier. So once you've mixed it all up together, you'll see that the dough is really sticky like this, and that's what you want. When the dough is stickier, it's gonna be a softer and nicer bun. That is the reason you need to make your dough as sticky as possible. So it should be such a consistency in the beginning, but then as you keep on kneading, the stickiness will reduce. So you need to knead it for another 10 minutes, around 8 to 10 minutes. So then you'll see that the dough starts becoming less stickier but soft. I'm going to dust a little bit of flour on the countertop. Put the dough onto the flour. And just start kneading. In the beginning, it's going to be a little sticky, but then as you keep on kneading, the stickiness will reduce and the dough will become really soft. So I've been kneading for quite a while now, and here you can see the dough is no more sticky but really soft. So this is the kind of dough you want in the end. After kneading, just make a ball out of it and we'll keep it for resting. I'm just going to make a ball and then into your bowl, pour some oil, spread it around. Keep the dough and spread it around. We're putting the oil so that the dough doesn't stick. Once that's done, I'm going to cover it with saran wrap and set it aside for around 2 hours for resting so that the dough is going to rise. After 1 hour, it will rise quite this much, and then after 2 hours, you'll see it's going to be huge. Now after 2 hours, we need to start working on the dough again. Remove the saran wrap and deplete the air bubbles. For that, just put it onto your countertop. Sprinkle it with some flour first so that it doesn't stick at all. And then put it onto your countertop. Now we need to divide them into equal sized balls so that we can make hamburger buns with them. I'm going to be making 10 pieces out of them. Once you've cut it, take each piece of dough and make it into a nice hamburger bun ball. So the cleaner your ball, the better the shape of the hamburger is gonna be. So make it as perfect as you can. Just use your hands and pinch it towards the bottom. Pinch all the scars towards the bottom and make the top look really good. There you go, and now I'm going to keep this into the baking tray. Before that, one thing you always need to make sure is that you cover your dough. If you don't cover the dough is going to start drying out and then the hamburger is not going to be perfect. So cover your dough all the time, make a ball and keep it onto your baking tray. And you need to leave a little bit of space between each of the balls because we're going to keep it for resting for another half an hour. So the balls are going to rise, and also after baking they're going to expand a little bit. So I've left a little bit of space between each of these balls. Now cover it with saran wrap and keep it for another half an hour so that it rests and rises up. After half an hour, remove the saran wrap and brush it with egg wash. So here you can see they've touched a little bit. That is why I told you to leave a lot of space between them. I'm going to just brush it with some egg wash. The egg wash is going to give it a nice glazing. So make sure you do the egg wash. And optionally in the end, I'm just going to sprinkle some sesame seeds. And now I'm going to keep this into a preheated oven for baking. And you need to bake this until the top part starts becoming golden brown in color, like this. And once that's done, you can take it out. And the buns are ready. The hamburger buns are totally ready. They're really soft and super delicious. You can cover it and keep all the time so that they don't dry out. And here the buns are ready. You can see how soft it is. They're really nice and super delicious. It goes with everything, or you can even eat it simply with cream, jam, peanut butter and jelly, even chocolate spread. Also, you can make burgers from it, then use them as sandwiches, or you can even switch up the shape and make hot dog buns out of it. So I hope you found this recipe helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also ring that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Love cooking. Bye bye.